I'm gonna pose a question. It's controversial. I'll make it quick. Should artists be able to enter the workforce as artists right after high school? My answer would be yes. If an artist has gotten a really strong exposure through their formative years, has been training, working rigorously in a lot of different genres of art, in theory, you would be able to enter the workforce right away. I don't know about all genres of art, but I will speak about what I do have a bit of a sense of. Let's just talk about what I do, dance. I'll start with classical ballet. If you've gone to a conservatory and you've really trained hard, you should be able to graduate conservatory when you're 18 and go out for a professional ballet company. In fact, that's probably the best time to do it. The people who waste time through a 4-year college won't be able to keep up with you and probably are going to get some sort of job in the corps. They're not going to be a soloist. They're not going to be a principal dancer. Really, if you're training for that type of path, you probably have gone to a very competitive program and you're already ready for the job force as soon as you get done. No need for a 4-year college. Hip hop dance. If you're choosing to be a hip hop dance professional, you should be able to get it done right out of high school. You might even be getting it done while you're in high school. And that could be the same thing for ballet dancers. My friend Mark Boston has an incredible school called I Am Fresh. I know for a fact they're pumping out industry-ready dancers to go out to auditions in LA, New York, wherever, and to stand out and book the job. I know that he has plenty of students that have come out of the school who have already done that. So with these compartments within the industry, these cats can just get into the workforce. Now, I think for artists who need access to technology, they need access to resources, or artists who are interested in working within institutions, it's important to get that network, that Rolodex. You want to get up next to these leading figures in the institutions and just rub elbows, rub shoulders, and that becomes part of your professional process. So that's something different. That's not necessarily about the technical chops that you could have coming out of high school. And I know the same thing goes for musicians. There are some musicians who are just ready to go, who have been really training hard since the beginning, and they don't necessarily need a 4-year program. They might go on to a few more years within conservatory, but going to a full 4-year college might put them at disadvantage in regards to the job force. With some arts, and I think it's similar to athletics, if you're really someone who's been getting it in, you're really at the top of your game between 18 and 25. So why would you spend that time not inside of the workforce, impacting the industry, impacting the domain, and also stacking paper and investing? This is what I'm all about with MoveMakers. My hope is that if a MoveMaker starts with me in kindergarten and makes their way through the program through high school, my hope is that I've trained a dope dancer who can show up in any cypher, hold it down, get respect. Maybe even go to battles, hold it down, get respect. I want to have dancers, if they wanted to go audition and get an industry job, they could do that. Picking up in the kind of traditions and the legacy that Mark Boston has set up with I Am Fresh. That's what he's doing. He's pumping out industry dancers and he's doing it at a really good rate. It's happening often and the quality is very strong. Really great for Philadelphia dancers who are interested in that pursuit. I want my dancers to be culturally aware. I want them to know the history. I want them to be able to step to anybody who is an aficionado, an advocate for hip hop dance culture and be able to rap with them and spit the facts. That's what I hope that they'd be able to do. But what I'm interested in for my dancers is that, hey, you spent all of your formative years in this rigorous arts training program. You can be like, oh, I did it. I feel accomplished. I know this stuff and I'm gonna take it with me no matter where I go. and be able to apply it. For my dancers, if you want to start doing industry type stuff, do it, fine. But that's not what I'm pushing you towards. I would like my dancers to have the hip hop sensibility, the hip hop understanding, the artistic abilities, the ability to create, perform, to be leaders, to be great at working in teams, to be collaborative thinkers, all those things that come out of my training program. I want them to be able to take that. Oh, and also their strong understandings of themselves and others, their cultivation of their bodies, all of that stuff. And take all of that and actually go to a 4-year college if it makes sense for you and get that engineer paper, get that certificate. I'm an engineer. All right, get that computer programmer paper, get that lawyer paper, go impact the market, get there, get inside, do significant things with your new knowledge set, right? You already are an expert in hip hop. Just hold on to that, put it in your briefcase, carry it with you while you go and you slay in other industries. That's what's interesting to me, so that my students feel like they've gotten their fill of creativity and expression and they can continue to do that. But now when it's time to go to college, if you choose to do that, you're able to put your head down, focus, and be at the top of your class so that you continue to be a leading individual in whatever domain you decide to go in. So unless it really makes sense, I hope to have young artists who are sure of their ability to be artists without investing hundreds and thousands of dollars in university. Don't fall into debt. Stack paper. I'm out.